Chapter 2. Where FOPO comes from. It's protection, not vanity. Here's what most people miss. FOPO isn't vanity. It's not you being too obsessed with what people think. It's your brain trying to keep you safe. Because long before social media, long before schools and offices and group chats, your survival depended on belonging. To be rejected from the group once meant less support, less protection, less chance of making it. So your brain learned a rule that still runs today. Approval equals safety. Disapproval equals danger. And once the brain learns that rule, it begins to watch faces the way it once watched predators. How it gets learned. FOPO is often learned quietly, not through one big traumatic moment, but through repeated small lessons. A time you were laughed at, a time you were corrected harshly, a time you were told you were too much or not enough. So you adapted. You learned to read the room. You learned to perform what gets rewarded and to hide what gets punished. Not because you were weak, but because you were intelligent. FOPO, fear of people's opinions, is the cost of being socially aware in an unsafe emotional environment. The modern upgrade. And now, the modern world amplifies it. Because today, judgment isn't just in a room, it's on a screen. It's in metrics, likes, views, comments, followers. Even if you don't chase attention, your brain still notices the possibility of being evaluated. So FOPO becomes constant background noise, a quiet scanning, a quiet self-editing, a quiet fear of being misunderstood. And that's why FOPO is exhausting. Not because you think too much, but because you monitor yourself all day. Now here's the shift. FOPO, fear of people's opinions, isn't just something you think, it's something you do. It shows up as patterns, small behaviors that look normal, until you realize how much they cost. So let's look at how FOPO moves through daily life.